Miami Dolphins made a few moves today. As you can tell by the title, we have signed a safety. Ifeatu Melifonwu. You're surprised I got that name right. So am I. What is up, Fin fans? The Miami Dolphins signed safety Ifeatu Melifonwu. I'm going to keep saying that name because I'm very proud over the fact that I got his name correctly. And they also re-signed 2 players. That's kind of all they've done as of right now. So we're going to go over that. We're going to look at kind of other moves that were made today and available free agents that are still out there. We've lost out on Jonathan Allen. We have lost out on Will Fries. Makes me sad. But real quick, I do have to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Mando. If you guys don't know about Mando, they've been sponsoring me for a hot minute. They have these fantastic deodorant sprays, wipes, creams, sticks, and they smell amazing, and they last a while. Like, they honestly last a while through sweating, through all that stuff. Safe to use anywhere on your body, your pits, your downstairs bonanza, your folds, your belly button, your butt crack, your feet, anywhere. It was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misguided and mistreated. Clinically proven to block body odor for up to 72 hours. It really does last. It does not, it's baking soda free and paraben free, and I get rashes on my armpits from like the aluminum and stuff and normal deodorants. This don't have it. And you could choose between a variety of different scents, from bourbon leather, clear woods, Mount Fiji, Pro Sports. It's fantastic, and I use the crap out of it. Absolute crap out of it. You see it at Walmart, Target, and other retailers. I see them everywhere. So, Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, a cream tube, 2 products of your choice, whether the mini body wash or the deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer to listeners and new customers, you get $5 off your starter pack with exclusive code. That equates to 40% off your starter pack using code DDW. Shop at Mando.com. That is SHOPMANDO.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. Again, a big shout out to Mando. Again, I love these products. I use them. They smell great. Go check them out and get yourself some Mando. Not on the house, but you can get a nice little discount using that code. So let's jump into this and let's talk about what has happened so far today. So the Dolphins have made a move and they have signed safety Ifeatu Melifonwu. He played for the Detroit Lions. Not a bad guy. It's only a 1-year, $4 million contract. Again, I don't know the full deets on it to tell you how much he's actually getting. Like last night when we looked at James Daniels' contract, it's technically only a 1-year, $4 million contract. So I don't know how much of this is guaranteed, how much of it, blah, 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 but who's probably going to get the $4 million? So I'm okay with it. For me, it's a good depth piece. The Miami Dolphins do run a nice 3 safety set. So, he's not bad. It's not crazy good. It's not like we brought back Javon Holland or any of these other top safeties. And there are still some available, but it is getting pretty thin at cornerback and linebacker and defensive line where we kind of need that. And I'm going to show you a chart that kind of talks about that. But I'm okay with this move. I think it'd be a nice little addition. Speaking of a nice little addition, the Miami Dolphins also have brought back Elijah Campbell for 1 year, $1.9 million deal. Now, I like Elijah Campbell. I think he's a big special teamer, but he's also a very good depth piece, and he's definitely helped us on the defensive front. And Anthony Weaver is a big fan of Elijah Campbell. So having him come back, it's a very good move. And also, they weren't done. The Miami Dolphins also brought back Quinn Bell. 1 year, $1.5 million contract. Now, I thought this was interesting because they did not tender him. They tendered Good, and they didn't tender Quentin Bell. And I was like, because Quentin Bell played a bunch of downs. I think he played almost every game last season. And I was like, wow, if they would have tendered him, it would have been like 3 million, 3.2 million. So the fact that they didn't tender him, but they brought him back on a 1 year, $1.5 million contract, I'm good with that. Again, these are depth pieces. To me, all three of these moves are really depth pieces, and really the Miami Dolphins being cautious somewhat with what they are doing. But this is, I found this chart. Mike Clay put it out. Updated 2025 NFL units grade through the latest moves. Now, this is from 11:03 a.m. It is currently 2:15. You couldn't even say it. It's currently 2:15. And you could see right here the Miami Dolphins. So we got a 7 at quarterback. We got an 8 at running back and wide receivers. Running back and wide receivers not necessarily a need. It's more depth. Quarterback is not a need. It's depth. Tight end, we get a 6. Need a backup tight end to go with Jonnu. Offensive lineman is still at a 4. You need to add more pieces besides James Daniels. Defensive line is a 4. We have 2 defensive linemen on the team as of right now. Edge rushers is a 7. You know, if we do add Joey Bosa, you know, it probably go up higher. But as of right now, it's a 7. And yes, because we're fine there. Linebackers, a 3. Again, we have 2. Tyndall and Brooks are the only linebackers on the team. Cornerback is a 7. And you might say to yourself, how is cornerback a 7 when we only have Jalen Ramsey? Well, technically, you know, Kader Kohu came back, and, you know, we have a lot of, you know, Smith and all these other corners. We still have depth at corner. It's just we don't have that legit number 2. Safety, we have a 1. And is the lowest of all the teams. We have a 1 at safety. So the Dolphins, you know, I think this is after Melifonwu got signed. So they definitely still need safety. They desperately still need to add at safety. And that's where we come back over to Ari and look at the tracker. Now, we don't need a quarterback, so we don't really need to look at this. Running back, again, J.K. Dobbins is still there. Kenneth Gainwell still there. A.J. Dillon, from what I'm hearing, he's completely cleared and should be good to go. Those are 3 names I'd add because of the style and how they match with the guys we have. Wide receiver, no one really that the Dolphins should go after, but that'd be funny to me if they got like Amari Cooper, like one of those big names off this list, and surprise the crap out of everyone. Tight end, again, it's more of a depth type situation. Like, say they get Evan Ingram, cool, fantastic. You know, it's a 1-2 punch type of situation with Jonnu Smith. Center, we don't need a center. We can even draft one later. It's funny that they put Liam Eichenberg there as a center. Tackle, I think we're good with tackle. It also depends on what's happening with Teron Armstead, who I will be talking to tonight over at the Die Bar podcast. Go over and check it out. This is where it breaks my heart. So Will Fry signs with the Vikings, 5 years, $88 million. That's a lot of money. So I'm like, all right. Like, when I saw that he signed with the Vikings for like almost $17 million a year, I was like, I'm good with the Dolphins not going out and overpaying for him. That's cool. Okay. Brandon Scherff is still available. Tevin Jenkins is still available. You have like Greg Van Roten still available. Daniel Brunskill, who's a good offensive lineman. You know, these are all guys that you could bring in, and they're good depth, and they're good. Dalton Rice, now you guys know how I feel. You know, we bring that name up a ton. There's still guys out there you can bring in, especially at the price, and they could start for you. But you definitely, I'm in this, you know, we got James Daniels, fantastic. We're going to draft a guard, maybe 2. These guys, if we did add, you know, Scherff or even a Kevin Zeitler, you know, Reisner, Greg Van Roten, Brunskill, if we added, Brunskill would be good because he could play center as well. If we add any of these guys, they are competition to make be a starter, and then depth. So I'm okay with those moves. Edge rusher, again, we're in the same situation. We're waiting on Joey Bosa's decision, Azeez Ojulari, Zadarius Smith, Matthew Judon. Those are names that, you can add cheap rotational guys. Joey Bosa's not going to be cheap. The other guys I named will be cheap by 1-year contracts, rotational guys. Defensive tackle, we lost out on Jonathan Allen. He signed with the Vikings for 3 years, $60 million. He's getting about $20 million a year. No, thank you. Levi's still out there. That's about it. Like, that's the only name that I could think would be a nice combination with Sealer is Levi. Kinlaw goes to the Commanders. There's another guy that I like that is gone. A lot of the free agents I was looking at defensive tackle have signed somewhere else, and the Dolphins, I guess. John Jenkins, I'd like to bring him back. I think he'd be a nice depth piece and a nice NT, nose tackle. But yeah. I find it funny that Thierry Tart resigns with the Chargers when we cut him. Levi, and if not, John Jenkins. Linebacker, there's not much there. Terrell Dotson, hopefully he comes back. Outside of that, it's getting real thin at linebacker. Landon Roberts goes back to the Raiders. Signs with the Raiders. A lot of these guys are slowly going away, so the Dolphins really should bring back Terrell Dotson, and then draft Jahad Campbell, in my opinion. Corner, that's also getting very thin. Darius Slay's gone. He went to the Steelers. I don't know why he's still not shown to go to the Steelers. Stephon Gilmore, you have guys like that, James Bradbury. These are going to be number 2s. They just need to be solid. Tre'Davious White, Jeff Okudah. Safety. So Javon Holland goes to the Giants, 3 years, $45 million. He did not get $20 million. He didn't even really break $15 million. From what I'm hearing, the Dolphins offered him 12, and he decided to go to the Giants for, I think it's around 14, 15. Good for him. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. Justin Reed is still out there. Justin Simmons is still out there. Von Bell would be a consideration. That's about it. Marcus Epps wouldn't be too bad. But grab Justin Reeds or grab Justin Simmons or grab both. Then you can go BPA. And corner, I think it was linebacker. I forgot to mention. Where is he? Isaiah Simmons. I liked him as well. But there's still some guys out there, but it is starting to dwindle away. So the Dolphins really need to figure out what they want to do. So I will keep you guys updated. I will make another video if news happens real quick. Let me check the Twitterverse and see if any big moves have happened while I am talking to you. Bradley Bozeman deal goes to the Chargers. Nothing as of right now. So I will definitely see you guys probably later. I will definitely see you guys tonight at 7:00 for the interview with Teron Armstead on the Dive Bar Podcast. Go over to the Dive Bar Podcast. You can Google them or search them here, Dive Bar Podcast, and be sure to hit that subscribe button and come hang out and watch. If you can't make it tonight, I will definitely have the clips of my questions to him and my conversation with Teron Armstead on the channel. But that's what I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. One more time, Ifeatu Melifonwu signed for the Miami Dolphins. Again, I wanted to say his name because I got it right. Also, check out Mando. But other than that, I'll see you in a little bit. Like usual, stay classy. Effins out.